All right, welcome back to IntyCenter. We are here live for our last four games, all of them in West Coast USA in the group stage for the first ever FBC Baseball Classic. We could not have asked for much more drama as we go to the finish. As a reminder, the outcomes are going to play Alarmo. If one of them can sweep that series, they will advance as the winners of West Coast USA. DeLorean drivers, they probably need to win their last two games against House of the Dragoons. They'll get to that 9-7 where the ball players, Lad Amazings, and Miasma Theory already are. If we get a split between Outcomes and Alarmo, they would obviously join that as well. And lots of permutations that can happen. We could have a couple of 8-8 teams tie for second in West Coast USA. Lots of chaos is possible here. So we're going to go ahead and jump over to it. Let's go to today's games. And we are going to start with the game between Three True Outcomes and Remember the Alarmo. Arrieta against Felipe. The winner of this game is going to have that inside track to win the group. And obviously, they can't clinch on this result. They could with a win here and a loss by DeLorean in the other ones. Make sure we got background disabled. We do. So just like we did on the first recording today, we're going to start with 3 innings, and then we'll adjust our speed on the sim based on that. So here we go. 4th inning. What's our score looking like? We're tied at 2. Both teams got a pair in the 1st inning. 2-run homer from Mookie Betts after a Mike Trout single. So 2 runs without anything happening. And then the same thing happens in the bottom of the inning. John McGraw single, Nap LaJoie 2-run homer. And since then, it's been zeros on the scoreboard. That's kind of crazy. God bless FBC. I love this game. All right, let's take the 4th inning, couple more zeros. Let's take the 5th inning, couple more zeros. Let's take the 6th inning. Each team scores 2 because of course they do. Let's see what happened in the 6th. Let's see, 2-out single from Freeman, 2-out single from Arenado. Trey Turner reaches on an error to load the bases. Jeff McNeil, 2-run single, so a couple of unearned runs before Real Muto grounds out to end the inning. Let's see, a walk, a double for 2 runs. Let's see, steal of 3rd. And then fly out, ground out, ground out. So man on 3rd with nobody out. They can't bring him home, and we are tied at 4. And you know what? Let's just go at bat by at bat the rest of the way. We only got 3 innings left. We only got 4 games to get through. And Mike Trout will strike out. That'll bring up Mookie. Once again, this guy's got a great last name. And Mookie's going to get the inning going. That's going to go down into the corner. Should be extra bases. Yep, it's a stand-up double for Mookie with 1 out and a tied game here at 4. And all right, 2 outs now. Aaron Judge to the plate against Noodles Hahn, our new pitcher. Trying to keep it a 4-4 game. He's going to pop Judge up. LaJoie gets it. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th after she can take me out to the ball game, still tied at 4. So we got Pudge, Fred Clark, and John McGraw due up against Arrieta here in the 7th. And there's a leadoff homer for Pudge. That's going to put Alarmo up for the first time in this game. Their first lead. That's going to knock Arrieta out. Josh Hader coming in. Gets the ground ball. Retires Clark. It's going to bring up McGraw. See what happens here. They'll strike him out. 2 outs in the inning. That'll bring up Nap LaJoie. I'll hit it high and deep. I don't think it's quite deep enough. Oh, nope. Yep, that one's gone. Just out of the reach of the jumping, leaping Mookie Betts. It's now 6-4 to Alarmo. Sliding catch from Bryce Harper ends the inning. So we'll see if we got any more drama here. Noodles Hahn up. Still in the game. He's going to issue a leadoff walk to Freddie Freeman. That'll bring up Arenado. They'll get the ground out, but just the 1 out. So Trey Turner will bat with a runner in scoring position. His team down by 2. 1 out in the inning. Grounded to short. He'll be retired. That'll bring up Paul Goldschmidt. Draws the walk. So the tying run on base, go ahead run at the plate in the person of Real Muto. And he strikes out. So we head to the bottom of the 8th. Alarmo looking to pad their lead. Again, a win in this game would guarantee them no worse than being involved in a tiebreak scenario. Craig Kimbrell facing Cy Seymour. They'll walk him. And there's a strikeout. That'll bring up Joey Votto. Can Alarmo, well, they send the runner. Seymour steals it. So they've got that go or that insurance run now in scoring position. But little pop up in the foul territory. We'll head to the 9th. And the 3 true outcomes find at least 2 runs to keep this game going. Eric Gagne on. He'll face Trout, Betts, and Harper. Larry Walker with a great defensive play for the first out of the inning. But there's a 1 out base hit. It's going to mean that Bryce Harper is up representing the tying run. But he gets the double play ground ball. And that's going to put, remember the Alarmo in great position now, a 6-4 win. They are going to be knocking on the door of the knockout stage. So DeLorean drivers, if DeLorean drivers lose this game, remember the Alarmo will qualify guaranteed. Nobody can be eliminated. This is kind of crazy. But with a win, DeLorean drivers would put a lot of pressure on 3 true outcomes. With a loss, they would guarantee advancement for Alarmo. So we got Dwight Gooden against Pete Alexander. Gonna keep our normal cadence going here. We'll take it to the 4th. We'll see where we are from there. We got a single hit combined by both teams and no runs on the board so far. Just take a look. How are these pitchers doing? Alexander gave up the one hit. He struck out 4. Gooden's only needed 27 pitches to get through 3 innings. All right, so let's do an inning. Dragoons strike first. Single from Del Pratt, fly out. Single from Castilla, double from Babe Ruth, double from George Sizzler. That makes it 3-0. If you are a fan of Remember the Alarmo, you are happy right now. Let's go another inning. Still 3-0. Let's go another inning. 3-1. DeLorean drivers get a leadoff homer from Tony Gwynn. Oh, looks like McGuire walked. Ripken doubled. McGuire tried to score on it. 9-4-2. He's out at the plate. And instead of 3-2, the final out of the inning. Let's do a half inning. Oh, an insurance run comes in for the Dragoons. Solo homer from Del Pratt. Half inning. And we are all tied up. DeLorean ties it up. What do? Double from Mattingly, single from Boggs. Going to knock Alexander out. Biggio walks. Tony Gwynn singles homer run. Mark McGuire singles homer run. Ken Griffey Jr. grounds out to end the inning. But we are tied at 4. Let's just go at bat by at bat the rest of the way. Again, a win by DeLorean keeps all kinds of chaos in play. A loss by DeLorean keeps a good bit of chaos in play, but would be excellent news for Tom and Remember the Alarmo. There's a strikeout. Rogers Hornsby with 2 outs here in the 8th. Well, that's going to go down the line. I'm going to guess that's going to be extra bases. Yep. 2-out double for Hornsby. Runner in scoring position with 2 outs for George Sizzler against Brett Saberhagen. They're going to just walk Sizzler. And that'll bring up Casey Stengel. And that's going to fall in as a base hit. That's going to bring in the go-ahead run, I think. 5-4 to House of Dragoon. It's going to be the only run they get in the inning, but now DeLorean drivers backs against the wall. Got to find at least 1 run over their next 6 outs to win this game. And they're going to start with a fly out. I'll bring up Don Mattingly against Fred Toney. He'll draw the walk, so the tying run's on base. Chris Hoyle's up, Amazing B's favorite catcher of all time. He'll draw the walk. Tying run in scoring position, go-ahead run on base, and Wade Boggs at the plate. And Boggs sends a double play ball, and that's going to end the inning. What a wasted opportunity by the DeLorean drivers. We go to the 9th. They're down by a run. John Smoltz on to try to keep it a 1-run game. Gets the strikeout. Del Pratt has been a killer today for the Dragoons. Strikes out there. Can Smoltz strike out the side? He won't, but he'll get a 1-2-3 inning as he pops up Seymour. And so we go to the 9th. DeLorean drivers down by a run. Will Tom punch his ticket here with House of the Dragoons win? Or will All kinds of things stay in play. All right, Soria. Off the wall, Biggio with a leadoff double. Looking for that pizza party. He's got DeLorean drivers with a chance here. Tying run, scoring position, nobody out. Tony Gwynn at the plate. Ground ball that gets through. They're going to send Biggio home. The play at the plate is close. The throw is wide, and Biggio scores. We are tied at 5. Go ahead run is on first base with nobody out. Barry Bonds at the plate. Ground out, just the one batter retired. So 1 out now. McGuire up with Bonds on first. Tie game. They'll strike him out. Ken Griffey Jr. a chance to be the hero, or if he is retired, we'll go to extra innings. Griffey, that's going to be trouble. Are they going to hold the runner at third? They're not. They're going to send him. They've won it. DeLorean drivers walk it off. Griffey Jr. with the RBI double to win it. And that means on the final day, we've got everything to play for. Can you believe this? Let's go ahead and save it. And then we'll go look at our standings. Wow. Everything to play for still. So Alarmo with a win would win the group outright. An Alarmo win and a DeLorean drivers win would see DeLorean through as second place. An Alarmo win and a DeLorean loss would see Alarmo win and DeLorean and 3 true outcomes tied at 8-8. One of them would get second in the division. One of them would be out. A 3 true outcomes win with a DeLorean loss would see Alarmo and outcomes through tied at the top. A 3 true outcomes win and a DeLorean win would give us a 3-way tie at the top of the division. They would also be tied with brand new ball players, Lad Amazings, and Miasma Theory, all at 9 and 7. So again, if you're a fan of chaos, your maximum chaos here is 3 true outcomes winning, DeLorean drivers winning. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe what we just watched with that walk-off. Let's go over. Let's see what we got. Let's go scores. All right. So we're going to start off at the Kingdome. House of Dragoon versus the DeLorean drivers. Again, if you're rooting for chaos, DeLorean drivers winning gives us maximum chaos. But even if they lose, depending on the outcomes elsewhere, we could still get a decent bit of chaos. And I think we're already guaranteed some chaos because, again, I have no idea what's going to happen with tiebreakers. So we got Randy Johnson against Dutch Leonard. Let's get this game going. And just as we normally do, we're going to jump to the 4th inning. So through 3, DeLorean gets 2 in the first. Each team get a pair or gets a run. Let's see. Biggio single, McGuire double. Yeah, brings home Tony Gwynn. Oh, the sack bunt actually nobody was retired. How about that? So they went small and it paid off in full. Let's see, we had a George Burns RBI single, double by Gwynn, a Griffey double play ground ball that brings in a run. So that's where we sit. Let's go ahead and go inning by inning at this point in time. 3-2. Dragoons get a run. Leadoff triple from Hornsby, sac fly from Sizzler. Oh, 4 runs. DeLorean drivers. 3-run homer from Mattingly in that one. We also had a RBI single from Cal Ripken Jr. So DeLorean probably feeling pretty good right now. Oh, yeah. 10-3. 3-run homer from Barry Bonds. We're just going to go inning by inning. I don't think there's, until we see some side of life, we don't need to go at bat by 19-4, 9-run 7th inning. This game is over. Let's see. Chris Hoyle's double, Wade Boggs single, Biggio single, Tony Gwynn single, Barry Bonds single, McGuire walk, Griffey single, pitching change. Ripken fly out, wild pitch. Mattingly single, Hoyle's 2-run homer, Wade Boggs double, 9 runs, 9 hits, 1 error, 1 left on. It's 19-4. Again, we'll do half innings just to make sure nothing crazy happens. But at 19-4, I think it is safe to say that House of the Dragoons lost that one. They did. DeLorean gets their big 9th win. That's going to put pressure on the other game. So here we sit. DeLorean at 9-7. They'll do no worse than at least a tiebreaker. So if Alarmo wins, they'll win the group and DeLorean will advance as second. If 3 True Outcomes wins, all 3 teams will be sitting at 9-7. God bless Fiduce. God bless America, and God bless the game of baseball. Actually, fuck America. And, you know, fuck God, too. But Hasadiga Ibawai, something like that. Why am I doing that? I don't know. Let's just get to the next game before I get myself into any trouble with the viewers out there. All right. Manage game. Outcomes at Alarmo. Again, if you're a fan of chaos, you are hoping for an outcomes win. If you're a fan of Alarmo or a fan of the DeLorean drivers, you are hoping for an Alarmo win. Rube Waddell, Garrett Cole is our matchup. Here we go. All right. Skipping ahead. Out comes up 2-1. Everybody got their runs in the first inning. Mike Trout single, Mookie Betts 2-run homer. Nap LaJoie single, steals second. Larry Walker reaches on an error. Cy Seymour with a single. And we are sitting at 2-1. Let's do an inning. Oh, Alarmo ties it up on a solo homer from Larry Walker. Let's do another inning. Alarmo takes the lead, and you can hear the DeLorean drivers fans cheering that one. Single from Pudge. Steals second, moves to third on the ground out. McGraw brings him home on a single. McGraw steals second, goes to third on the ground out, but Honus Wagner can't bring him home. All right, let's do a half inning. Still 3-2, half inning. Oh, 7-2. Alarmo has got outcomes on the ropes. Single by Seymour, single by Burkett. Single by Pudge to bring a run home. Single by Fred Clark to bring a run home. Knapp with a single. So 4 runs in the inning. Again, if this result holds, Alarmo would win the group and DeLorean drivers would advance as number 2. All right, let's go at bat by at bat. Pointy needs 5 runs. He's got 6 outs. He's got 5 outs to get those 5 runs. Mike Trout up. Mike Trout walks. That'll bring up Mookie. New pitcher, Willie Hernandez in. He'll strike out Mookie. Bryce Harper looking for some magic with 2 outs here in the 8th. And that's going to fall. Going to put, well, runners on the corners. Man, that was a ballsy play to potentially make the final out going to third when you need 5 runs. Whew. All right, Giancarlo Stanton up. 2 outs in the 8th. Strikes him out. Pointy down to 3 outs. Alarmo looking to add on to their lead, but a strikeout to open the inning. It'll bring up Pudge, followed by Clark. Pudge will get a double. He's had a nice game. It's his 3rd hit of the game. See Blake Trinan come in to face Fred Clark as they try to keep it to just a 5-run deficit. We've seen wild comebacks before, but you don't want to make it any worse. And I think that's going to make it worse. Runners held at third. All right, runners on the corners, 1 out. McGraw at the plate. Stolen base, so runners at second and third, 1 out. McGraw at the plate. And they're going to walk him. It's going to bring up Knapp. The bases loaded, 1 out. He'll strike out Knapp. So a chance to escape it. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Honus Wagner at the plate. Trying to keep it to a 5-run game. Gets the ground ball out at second. They do escape, but they're going to need a minor miracle in the bottom of the 9th. They're going to stick with Willie Hernandez. I'm not sure why I would go to Gagne here personally. We got Goldschmidt, Arenado, and Turner due up. They're going to need a lot more than that to come to the plate because they got to score 5 times to keep their season alive. Goldschmidt sends it high and deep, not deep enough. Clark has it. And we are 2 outs away from Pointy being eliminated and having at least some clarity on the group stage. Well, that's not going to help with clarity. That's a solo homer. Arenado brings them within 4. They got 2 outs left to score 4 runs. Trey Turner at the plate. Well, he's going to ground out. And Pointy down to his final out. Needs a miracle here. Manny Machado against Willie Hernandez. That's going to do it. So outcomes. Drop this one. They're eliminated. That's going to give the West Coast USA group to remember the Alarmo. We're going to save this one. That's going to see DeLorean drivers advance at 9 and 7. And again, I have no idea what's going to happen with the tiebreakers elsewhere. Looks like we are headed to some tiebreaker games because it's got a bunch of people listed as having Z's more than I think. No. Yeah. I'm sorry. That kind of solves all of our chaos. I don't know who gets second versus wild card between brand new ball players and Miasma, but we do know the 8 teams that are in. Rumrow Runners, Say Hey, Willie Mays Hayes, Lad Amazings, all advanced from Canada. Reseda, Free Fallers, brand new ball players, Miasma Theory, all advanced from Far East. Remember the Alarmo, DeLorean drivers, advanced from West Coast USA. And that's going to be your knockout stage. Uh, we'll see what that bracket ends up looking like. We'll see if we have a tiebreaker between the ball players and miasma between second and wild card. I don't know what they're going to do, to be honest. I've never done one of these before. We'll find out. But that was some craziness on our last day of games at the Fadus Baseball Classic. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll get everything posted to the thread here soon. And we'll see you for the double elimination knockout stages the next time we're here at the Fadus Baseball Classic.